Screening is used to prohibit the creation or copying of certain types of files. For example, let's say we want to make sure that a user's home folder isn't allowed to save music, video, and executable files. We can create a template specifying which file types will be prohibited from being copied or created in certain folders. Let's do a hands-on test. In File Source Manager, click on File Screening Management, click on File Groups. Notice that file groups already exist. We're going to create our own group of files where we'll specify which types will be blocked. So click on Create File Group. In File Group Name, type My Group. File types are identified by their extension. For example, files with the extension exe are executable files. Files with the extension MP3 and MP4 are media player file types. Video files can be AVI, MKV, FLV, and many others. We're going to create this file group stating that the files can have any name, but to be blocked, they must have the extension specified. For example, we'll add the *.exe filter to state that the file can have any name, but its extension must be exe. So in Files to Include, type *.exe and click Add. Repeat the same procedure with the following extensions: COM, BAT, MSI, MP3, MP4, AVI, MKV, and FLV. And feel free to add any other file types you'd like. Then click OK to create the file group. The next step is to create the template. So click on File Screen Templates, click Create File Screen Template. In template name, type My Template. By selecting Active Screening, users will be prohibited from storing or creating file types specified in the template. By selecting Passive Screening, the network administrator will be prompted to create or copy files specified in the template. A log will be created, but the file can be created or copied normally. Let's select Active Screening, and later we'll also state that a log should be generated if screening is enabled. Now select the file group we created. Click on the Event Log tab. Select Send Warning to Event Log. The next step is to specify to which folder the screening will be applied. Click on File Screening. Click Create File Screening. In File Screen Path, type C:\domain users. Select the template we created. Now let's test it. Try copying an executive file from the Windows folder to the domain user's shared folder. And as we can see, a message will be displayed informing that the user is not allowed to make this copy. Now let's check if the log has been generated. On Server 1, open the Event Viewer. Click on Windows Logs. Click Application. And we can see that the log was generated, stating that the user tried to copy an executable file to the domain user's folder.